Welcome to our official shop tour, which we've been putting on for some time. We're going to start here with our basic workbench, which Marie had built from scratch, and it's gone through several iterations, and now it's pretty much complete. We've got the drawers and the doors, which she all did all by hand. See?
That's the junk drawer.
That's the junk drawer.
Underneath, we keep the extra power tools.
And we got the sliding door with some of the more.
There's an extra vise, the scroll saw, the planer. Don't worry about
a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And under here, the green door, more power tools. Right?
The green door is the stock that we have for metal. We keep aluminum stock there, brass, copper, and so on.
And up here we've got an two IKEA cabinets which we have put together, which holds the most commonly used
sockets
and sockets, and we got some stamping tools for
for metal
and which things that we use that we keep handy. As are most of these tools up here. They're not all of our tools, but the ones that are within reach, so we can just grab them to use them. We got two vices up here. This one, we picked up. I think this is like a Harbor Freight jobby,
something like that.
This one is just the most awesome. We got it, and Marie's plan was to restore it and sell it, and I said I refuse to allow her to sell this thing because we're never going to find another one like this. What we pay, like $40 or something like that?
Actually, we paid $20 for that.
And this thing is just a monster, and it's everything you ever need in a vise, and in perfect shape.
That weighs 120 pounds.
It took the two of us to actually, we put it on a cart and rolled it in here and put it on here.
It's a machinist vise.
It moves in all sorts of funky directions.
Yes, it has an
awesome.
X and a Y, an X and Y axis. That whole piece, it swivels.
It's really cool. And if you notice on this bench, we got the metal section here, but we also got it tiled. So it's pretty impervious to a lot of stuff. So it's a good surface to work on, good height. And we got the electrical
power
strips here. We had to actually, when we redid the power to the house because of the hurricane, our neighbor who was kind enough to help us with it, who's an electrician, put in an extra circuit for us for the garage so that we'd have a higher amp circuit. What is it, 30 amps?
Yeah.
And so we have all of our power coming off of that for the most part. I mean, we have some of it coming off of the existing stuff.
This circuit is 20 amps, and then we have an additional one here. That one is a lot higher because that's gonna power our
welder.
The welding machine.
We'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that.
But yeah, so this is, our power all had to be, it's coming from one spot, so we had to actually have power strips and everything in here to take care of that, because everything is cinder block walls with no real outlets in there, so we had to actually make the power configuration ourselves. Over here, we've got the drill press, and this is our vacuum cleaner. It's very exciting. We got the drill press, which is old school, but it does a job. We picked this puppy up at Harbor Freight, which adds functionality to it. It's pretty cool. And then we got a drawer here that Marie made that holds sanding blocks and that kind of stuff to keep everything nice and neat. And it's being stuck. And then we've got in here our chemical storage, which has, like, what's this? We've got some starting fluid, Flex Seal, all the stuff that's flammable that we don't want to leave out in the open, both sides. And we've got our filtration system here for the air.
Pull it out.
It moves. And everything's on wheels, by the way, so we can move stuff around.
Oh, that's totally, we drive that home because we can turn this work area into any configuration that we may even want.
Because we have limited spaces, it's only a one-car garage, so we're making do with our space the best we can. So this We have the trash here, and we also have the
Turn it around. It's our. There we go.
so
We got a few of these vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, we get these whenever we see them at yard sales and stuff. We grab them because you never know if one's going to break and you're going to need it. This one's a good one.
That's the dust deputy, and it actually works very well.
And we use it. We don't use it as often as we could because a lot of times, since we're in Florida and the weather's usually okay, it's definitely hot half the time. But we can open up the doors and do all the heavy, dusty stuff outside the garage, which is really awesome. And speaking of the door, we have this was originally insulated with the silver stuff, and it was really messing with the lighting, and it wasn't really doing the job as much as we wanted. So we did some research on the inserts that go in here, and we found they were really prohibitively expensive for our budget. But upon further research, we found that gym floor matting had the same basic R factor, actually even better, and it was a lot less expensive. We could cut it to shape, throw it in there. Those little
gym
flooring. We threw that in here, and the difference between temperature between inside and outside is incredible, even if we're not running the AC in here. And it weighs like nothing, so it doesn't do any burden on the motor of the garage door.
We weighed it.
Yep.
This is a half a pound.
And it helps the lighting. We actually we had to deal with the lighting in here because it was very reflective and hard to video. So we hit this with the black, and we have the ceiling that's black now too, and that really helps with the lighting. We're probably going to add more lights up above at some point, but right now it's sufficient and it does the job. We can see what we're doing. So this was a nice improvement because it does stay a little bit cooler in here, which is really important because we get about like 9 months of like horrible heat because we're like it's really hot and muggy here. The next thing here is another thing that Marie created. These were originally just wire shelves, and then Marie adapted the wire shelving units, putting backs on it and sides. The backs are painted yellow on the inside so that you can see everything clearer, and the outsides are painted with black. This is plain glossy oil paint. This is chalkboard surface, so we can write on this if we need to, which is really handy because we do a lot of notations and stuff, and why not make these doors multi-purpose instead of just doors. We also have a lot of the doors have this pegboard material, so if we need to quickly hang something up, we can. And we have the air tools. We have the compressor down here, which is she's got it so that we've got the suppression, the vibration suppression added to that, so that it doesn't shake the whole thing around. She did a lot of work on that. And funny enough, there's a funny story about this. She was working really hard on this. She created something, and then we went to one of those bin stores where they buy all those Amazon overstock stuff and returns. And we were digging through it, and we found the exact, I forgot what they're called. They're like
these are vibration dampeners.
Yeah, we found
they are made for industrial machines, and this is one of them.
Well, we found them in a dollar bin. We found a whole set of them in a dollar bin. We just counted ourselves super lucky, grabbed a bunch of them, and we were like, if we need more, we'll have more, and we used them on here. As you can see, we got the rolling hose for the air, and it's it's handy to just pop it open, throw it on, and we're good to go. And then up here is where we store all the tools. She used a bed frame which has the slots built in, and you can just slide these suckers in like that. And check it out. See, isn't that cool? I think that's really awesome. You just slide those suckers in and out. So all those tools hang up on there. We have a toolbox with some, we got some fasteners and sandpaper and stuff that you use. This needs to be a little tweaked.
We're going to This
was a yard sale purchase that needs
that That was someone's tool purge.
Ah, well, we're gonna need to fix this up.
We're going to restore that one.
But we also have the grinder here, so which we don't want to move around, so we have it sitting here anchored down pretty good. It slides out though for when we want to use it. Marie put a whole bunch of this stuff on sliders. That was a yard sale find. We found a whole bunch of sliders at a yard sale. The guy let us have them for a song, and we was like, this is a solution waiting for a project. And we found a lot of projects that needed sliders, and this was one of them.
That holds 400 pounds. Those
And
sliders.
They're awesome. I say awesome a lot. Sorry. And then we got this basic toolbox, which has just little stuff.
Machining tools, actually.
And then we got like these are more bits.
We got bits from here to eternity.
Every time we see a good sale on bits, I grab them.
Well, that's because they wear out. And
yeah, they do wear out. I mean, but that's the nature of using stuff.
Yeah.
And here's the chalk for the chalkboard. So yeah, this is the first one. This next one here.
Go ahead.
This one has a whole bunch of like random fasteners like before and different materials. We got the electrical taping, we got the wire wrapping, we got, you know, a little bit of everything here stored in here neatly in these little boxes so we can find it. We got some reference material that's hanging here. You know, this is about shear capacities, which, you know, and gauge and you know, and the truck, that's our truck, so in case we have problems. This one, we got, like the other ones, has the yellow, you can't really see it, the yellow back, and the rest is black. And we got, you know, more materials here, we got some, we got more paint there, how about that? And then behind here, I'm not going to roll this out right now, or should I?
Yes, let's do it.
Alright, I'm going to roll this out, hold on.
The best way to do it is just to grab it through the other way.
What, through here?
Yeah.
I'll pull this sucker
Yeah,
out.
just pull it out.
Let's just walk here, hold on.
You have to understand, this is
On this side, we have all the T's and all the measuring stuff so that when we need to, we store it on the pegboard on the back. So when we need it, we can pull it out. I mean, yeah, I was looking like I was struggling a little bit, but I don't usually does the pulling out of this because I'm just like
what this cabinet now is several hundred pounds.
Yeah, it is.
So that's not so bad for several hundred pounds to just be lugging around like that.
So yeah, this is and all these doors are magnetically closed. So, and look, it goes right back in, no problem, in theory. There we go.
That's good.
So